The ancestors just arrived. Hey, fam. How y'all doing? Yeah. They doing all right. Family. How y'all doing, fam? How you doing? I'm standing up. Last time I came out here and tried to record, it was an epic fail. But I was standing and it just felt different. And I was like, okay, let me try it. Because I had forgot my bench. But now I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just do it. I'm going to just stand up and do the video and see how that feels. It's a different feeling, kind of like switch it up, make yourself feel different. So that's why I'm standing. So fam, let's talk about harnessing your sexual energy. Why am I blushing? Let's talk about harnessing your sexual energy. Now, a lot of stuff I feel like I intuitively already know a lot of the times. But before I share my thoughts on it, I like to go research and look for information. And I ran across, things that confirm my thoughts, but other information that was quite interesting as well. Now, I did read that shamans would actually teach and practice, and they would teach that sexual energy and creative energy are one and the same. And then when I ran across this information, the thought that came to me is like, wow, if sexual energy is powerful enough to create life, then imagine what else it can do. Really made me think. And Kundalini energy is sexual energy. That's what Kundalini is. And when that energy rises up through the 7 chakras, it actually, like I've said before, it increases spiritual enlightenment and your overall well-being, right? That's that sexual energy, right? So it's very powerful, right? A few things I learned about the brothers. Listen up, fellas. So, for men, practicing semen retention, when you do that, the semen is absorbed back into the body and it nourishes the higher chakras, the brain and the nervous system, right? Very powerful. Very powerful. And when the energy is stuck in the lower chakras, that is what causes, intense, like sexual urges, right? So exercise, meditation, yoga, things like that helps that energy to rise up to the higher chakras so that you're not just overly, sexually driven all the time, right? And so that was quite interesting. But here's a little more information that I learned. Listen up, my brothers, listen. It takes 40 drops of blood to make 1 drop of semen. I think y'all might want to hold on to some of that. I think you might want to hold on to some of that. Don't just be slinging that stuff all over the place, okay? All right? It was interesting. It was some years back. There was this older guy. I remember it was a viral video. This man was saying how your bone marrow comes out in your semen. That might be the answer to a lot of people's health issues. Stop all that hunching. Stop all that hunching, okay? So I thought that was quite interesting. You might want to hold on to some of that, okay? Yeah. Thank me later. What I think is quite impressive is that a lot of the younger generation, Gen Z, a lot of y'all are, just very impressive. A lot of these younger men, they actually practice semen retention. And I think it's impressive because to have the information and to have access to this knowledge is one thing, but to actually practice it, that's pretty dope. Y'all are, a lot of y'all younger y'all are very impressive. But you're still too young for me, okay? So stop it. Go and pick on somebody your own age, okay? Now, sexual desire is natural, okay? So it's not a bad thing. We just need to have discernment on who we share that energy with, right? I mean, I choose to not have sex and to harness my sexual energy, mostly because I don't see a reason not to. Where the reason? Where you at? I don't see him. I don't see the reason. You know what I'm saying? And now the way my intuition is set up, I'm gonna be able to tell from your vibe, you know? And I'm not talking about your vibe, like your swag and what you got and how smooth you are. I'm talking about your vibe as in your actual vibration, your frequency, okay? If it don't feel right, get out of my sight. If it don't feel right, be gone from my sight. That's how I feel about it. You know? If it don't feel right, get out of my sight. For real, fam. I mean, if it's just lust with no trust, I'm on a rhyming roll, ain't I? If it's just lust with no trust, then that's not beneficial, right? If there's no intimacy and closeness there, then it's not beneficial to you. It's really just a sure way to drain your energy. That's all that is, right? If you have reciprocal trust, reciprocal intimacy and closeness, then you can manifest beautiful things with your sexual and sharing your sexual energy with someone who is on the same page as you are. Absolutely, yes. And you know, you may even try to look at it like I have before, where it's like, well, I'm not sleeping with a lot of people. It's just this one person, so it's no big deal. If there's no reciprocal energy there, if it's just lust with no trust, it is not beneficial, okay? Whether it's one person or not. Like, whoever you're sleeping with, who they sleeping with. And who they sleeping with. Okay? So, all that is just one person and, you know, no. If it's lust with no trust, it is not beneficial. And it's just as simple as that, fam. So, fam, you can actually store up that energy to use towards creative energy, other outlets and things like that. You can actually use that energy in other ways. Shamans would actually store up that energy and release it with an intention to manifest, you know, certain outcomes. You know, fam, I got things to do. I got a whole nighttime regimen that I enjoy. I got my fascia blasting tools, blast my thighs and, you know, legs and my butt and stuff and smooth out my skin. I got my facial serum that I put on my face every night. I got my under eye, around the eye serum. I got my eyelash serum. I got my rice water serum for my scalp. I got all the serums, okay? All right, so I got things I can do, okay? Than have pointless sex, okay? And like I said, if you have very... It's back there running his mouth. So, and he on that pole. Can you see it? So, what was I saying? Yeah. So if you have these very strong sexual urges, like I said, meditation, exercise, and things like that can move that energy up to the higher chakras, you know, which is usually an overactive root and lower sacral chakras that causes those extreme sexual urges. So fam, here's 5 benefits of harnessing your sexual energy. Number 1, increased mental and physical health, because harnessing your sexual energy actually heals your body, mind, and spirit. Number 2, increased creativity and insight, because harnessing your sexual energy is actually fuel for creative expression. Number 3, increased confidence and emotional well-being, and that's because our sexual energy is connected to our emotions. Number 4, better relationships, and that's due to the ability to manifest change. When you are more careful about who you share that energy with, when you're more careful about that, and with you knowing that it's healthy to have that trust and intimacy, that creates better relationships. And number 5, last but not least, you will be guided to who and what is right for you. You will be guided to who and what is right for you. Being disciplined like that, that doesn't go unnoticed, and the divine will reward you for that. Thank me later. Now, before I go, it's Libra season. Happy birthday, Libra gang. That's right. Libra gang. Even though I barely made it, I'm 1022. I'm at the end. But I'm a Libra Venus and a Libra North Node. I'm Libra gang all the way. My daughter, she say Libras think they all that, but you know, she be hating sometimes, you know. She is our exact opposite. She's an Aries, so we're like 6 months apart. And you know what's real interesting? I feel like we got like a lot in common with Aries for some strange. I guess it's something about the whole opposites attract thing. We do have a lot in common, but I think we'll probably get on each other's nerves quite a bit. But yeah, happy birthday, Libra gang. Libra gang. Love y'all. And everybody else, because y'all probably got some Libra somewhere else in your chart, you know. Either way, you know, I also represent the Pisces, you know, the water signs, Pisces moon, that's me, and the fire, the Sag rising. I represent all of this at different times. All right, fam, let me get on out of here. I hope this video gave you a little insight, and I'll see y'all next time, fam. Peace and blessings.